How's it going, everyone? It's Juan Romero here from Switch Watch, back again with another indie review. This time it's Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime, provided to us by Asteroid Base, so thank you very much. Also a big thank you to all of our existing subscribers. Without you, we couldn't make this happen. But let's not wait any longer, let's get into the Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime review. The story in Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime is really quite adorable. The universe is full of love until the space-time rift is opened up and all these anti-love creatures threaten to derail the universe. You cannot help but be drawn to the little cute characters and their pets. The story is told by a bunny rabbit who sends you on your missions. The game can be played up to 1 to 4 players, and if playing alone you get to choose your character and then your sidekick, my favourite being the cat. Now the audio here is very good indeed, the melodies which play all suit the theme really well, and the sound effects from shooting laser beams to the meow of your cat all sound really vibrant and lively. Visually, the game is one of my favourite parts. Everything just pops and it looks lovely and colourful. The game in 2D looks great. The characters and the chambers of the ship are all drawn really well, so you know which each part is. I felt like wanting to play in this beautifully made world. The enemies are all very varied. They look like they shouldn't be in this place, and they're definitely unloving and don't belong. Now, in terms of the gameplay, which for us is always the most important, this is one of the most unique games I've seen in a very long time, and I've played many. The game consists of you by yourself or with others taking control of a character inside of a spaceship. Each level, barring a few variations from time to time, consists of you collecting enough of your bunny rabbit friends so they can unlock the heart to go through. Now the heart that opens up takes you to the next place when you go through it, and only these bunny rabbits can open that, so you have to usually collect 5 or so. Each character within your ship can be moved around to control different parts of it, and that will mostly involve one of you controlling the thrusters to move around the level while the other looks after the guns on each side of the ship. There is also a shield to move about, a map to look at, or special engines to keep safe when you're going through hyperspace, all of which has to be controlled when your relevant character is at the relevant terminal. When playing alone, you hold down X and then use the analog stick to direct where you want your pet to go, which is as simple as each terminal is highlighted. The AI will take care of the rest automatically, leaving you to concentrate on steering the ship. Now the skill comes in by you moving your character around to the right place at the right time to take care in destroying multiple enemies and manoeuvring your ship through tight spaces or moving your shield around to block laser beams, for example. Now this all sounds great so far, but the game for me is not as fun as it should or could have been. The controlling of the ship, for example, for me anyway, was hugely frustrating. This is the most important part of the game, and yet the controls feel extremely clumsy. You need to rotate the thruster around your ship, and instead of just being able to hold left or right on the analog stick, you can't. If you do, the thruster gets stuck. Now this is because you have to move the analog stick in a circular motion 360 degrees, which in theory makes sense, but in practice, for me anyway, just wasn't comfortable. It took me an inordinate amount of time to get used to, and even when I did, the game became harder as you end up dying because you just can't control your ship properly, because it's just not intuitive. It wouldn't have gone amiss to put in the option to have 2 different types of control systems, but sadly this isn't here. While playing with another player though, it's a little better, as one person can concentrate on controlling the ship while the other can run around your ship going up and down ladders to get to the right terminal. It's all about multitasking, working as a team, being in the right place at the right time. Now this is all well and good, but it felt like it should have been more fun than it actually was, even in 2 player. Now I played this with 3 or 4 different people and we all had the same issues. I really tried to love the game, but I could not get past the controls, which to me is absolutely fundamental. The issue then becomes that you're struggling with the controls, which mean you end up dying lots of times. There's no checkpoints here, which means you have to start the level all over again, and instead of enjoying it, it started to feel more of a chore. Game looks great, it sounds great, but for me it just doesn't play great, and I think that's such a shame, because with a few tweaks this could have been one of the best indies out there, and it's left me feeling really disappointed because it promised so much. It is so imaginative, it's unique, and there really isn't much else like it. The enemies and the boss fights are all quite different, bringing their own strengths and weaknesses. To defeat one type of enemy, you have to make it bounce off your shield so it opens up and you can shoot its insides, for example. There's so much good here, there's so much creativity that it just felt a shame that I didn't enjoy it as much as I maybe should have. If you do decide to purchase this game, knowing what you know from this review, then you'll have 20 levels to get through, each with their varying array of enemies to kill. You can upgrade your ship's weapons and thrusters with special gems, and also unlock different ships and characters to play, which is all very welcome. I would recommend that if you do pick up this, play it with a friend or two, as it will be far better experience and you'll really get a sense of camaraderie, and this is what I enjoyed the most. I played with the missus, and like any good partnership, you make the operation work with good communication. Playing it like this felt much better than playing alone, so whatever you do, do not buy this game for the single player experience. I just don't think it was made for that. In terms of value, the game is £13.49 or $15, and honestly you get quite a lot of game here. There's no online features, so this is purely for you and a partner, you and a few friends or family. The value for me though is diminished because I just cannot recommend the single player mode. So on to our verdict. The game feels like it could have been the one, because it's beautiful, sounds really nice, great personality, but sadly the control side of things for me I just couldn't live with, so it became more of a frustration. Playing with a friend, which is what this game was made for, alleviates this, but I still could not get over these problems. There are differing levels of difficulties if you find that you're not getting on with it, which is good, but for me it's a nice game, but I need to find love elsewhere. For me then, it's a solid 7 out of 10, could have been better. And if you enjoyed this review, we've got plenty more on our channel, then please hit that thumbs up, I'd really appreciate that. If you're a new watcher here, then consider subscribing to a channel and leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've played this, if you've got it on the Nintendo Switch, or maybe you've played it on another system. I'd love to know. So listen guys, we've got plenty of reviews to get through, so hopefully I'll see you again. My name is Juan Romero, as you know. I'll see you on the next one.
Even when we go down together.